Elio guys, and welcome back here to another episode of Infinite Magicraid. Hope everyone's doing okay. And in today's video I continue building the kind of out of place epics here. So next up on the list, as the title will indicate here, we do have Maguire. So Maguire fits in kind of the same area as Vidar, which was my latest video, and also Wim. Obviously, as I stated before, I have Wim, so why not try something else? Now keep in mind too, my Maguire is only exclusive level 1 and he has 4 more levels to go, or 4 more exclusive weapon levels to increase his stat distribution right here. But these are his stats at this point in time. He's sitting at 550,000 HP, attack doesn't matter, 26k defense, and 1.4k speed stat. Now compared to my Wim right here, their stats are extremely similar. Maguire actually has more HP at exclusive level 1 versus my exclusive level 5 Wim, though my Wim does have a lot chunkier speed stat, so that is also very important too. So if you were to build any of these units right here, you need to make sure that they have a really good speed stat, because the main selling point of them is getting their moves off quickly so they can shield the squad. And don't mind me, I'm just trying to scroll through right here and see how many Maguire copies I have. Yeah, I do have 4 of them, so in the future I'll definitely kind of like increase his exclusive weapon level, but for right now we can still talk about him and see what he can do for us even at exclusive level 1 here. So quick breakdown on his skills, and then we'll move on over here to the emblems, what type of equipment I'm rocking on him, and also his aura. Then of course I'll try and showcase him all for you guys right here. But take a look at his skills. Basic attack, it is based on his defense damage, that's why attack doesn't matter, and there's a small percentage that he can inflict defense down on the enemy. That's really super great, especially if you have raw DPS like Sia, Yoko, what is there, Sana, all of those baby girls out there. Second move right here grants a shield to all allies by 16% of Maguire's max HP for 2 turns. Not as potent as Wim's. But keep in mind, Wim's shield is on his ultimate, which I've said before in the Vidar video makes sense. Then his passive over here, there's X amount of chance to inflict severe wound on the attacker for 2 turns if he has his shield up when taking direct damage. So what this passive is saying right here is that if you hit me, there's X amount of chance for me to kind of inflict severe wound on you, which could be important, but if you don't target Maguire, then it's just like, why do you exist? And we can see here with the added addition of the exclusive levels at the bottom, he gains more damage reflect when he has a shield. At exclusive level 2, he gains 20% more shielded effect. And then at exclusive level 3, it doubles the chance to inflict severe wound, which is obviously very, very good for what you get out of it, plus the raise stats. I mean, I can't complain too much about that. And then we do have his ultimate right here, and he gains his shield by 20% of his maximum HP for 2 turns, with a 60% chance to inflict provoke on a target for 1 turn. And he also deals defense damage to that target with a higher chance to inflict severe wound on them. So a whole bunch of stuff going on in that one move. Basically, he puts his shield up and there's a chance that the target will have severe wound on them. Now, you may already know that there's parts in the game where things get a little bit dicey, because maybe you're trying to beat Norma on one of the hell stages because she keeps freaking healing herself. Severe wound can really help you right there. Same thing with Luna. Also, don't forget about Luna over there in PvP. If healing is an issue, space, basically all the units out there that heal, this can kind of prevent that from going off and making sure that you can kind of take them out here. But with that explained, let's slide over here to his equipment real quick just to show you guys what he's rocking at this point in time, and we'll keep things moving. So I do have him on just a raw HP set, and then also the tough set, which gives him HP, tenacity, and of course effect resist, because the more effect that he can resist, the better he's going to be, because he won't be susceptible to any crowd control, aka CC type moves. But here's his equipment right here. Decent rolls with the effect hit, a little bit of defense, effect resist. Part of the HP set right here has effect resist, speed. Decent amount of effect hit on him, to be honest. It's not necessary, but decent amount. Following up with his boots over here, a little bit of defense, a little bit of effect resist and effect hit, nothing extravagant. And then for his lovely accessory, there's defense, defense rate, and effect hit. In terms of artifacts, we're pumping a whole bunch of HP up in there with a little bit of speed. The second one is even more HP with a 10.6% HP rate. You know, this is why his HP is already comparable to someone like Wim, who's at exclusive level 5. That HP chunk is ginormous, and he should have more than enough HP than my Wim in this scenario. But keep in mind, his speed stat right now is garbage. absolute garbage. And then last but not least is just another HP one. Now I could have given him a lovely speed artifact to kind of top him off here, but without the additional exclusive weapon levels, his speed stat will still be lower than Whim, so I figured I would change things up here and kind of focus purely more so on HP just to see how that performs for science as well. But that is the equipment he's rocking right here, plenty of HP because that's his main selling point. These units aren't used for damage, they are used for protecting the squad so your squad can do the damage. So let's slide over here to his aura and we can see what he's rocking with right here. So he does have the extra recovery aura, which restores self HP by X amount of self max HP after casting active skills. I think this skill is perfectly fine for him because once again, he's not here to do damage, he's here to prevent the squad from taking damage, and if I can kind of heal him during that process, that will take some of the aggression off the healer to try and heal him up in all scenarios. So I think that is a perfectly fine aura. Anything else, I mean, you could definitely rock maybe a more speed orientated aura, but I would probably focus on speed, effect hit if you're feeling froggy. I don't find it necessary for him, or something that kind of restores his HP because you want him alive and shielding the entire squad. But with that covered, let's go ahead and give him a goo, you guys. Maybe I'll do some type of PvP action with him as well. Alright you guys, we are back here with some PvP action, and once again I can't stress to you guys enough, make sure your speed stat is up on whatever unit that you decide to use as your shielder right here, because in this scenario I could have, you know, acted first, especially with Maguire versus my Luna, and let's say for instance Gru over there was actually Space. Space is already very hard to kind of outspeed, but even if I can go directly after her and inflict severe wound on either Space herself or maybe like Luna, etc., even Liz over here, that's really going to help you a great amount in terms of PvP. And I will say that I also debated about showing him off in Guild Boss, but his kit literally makes no sense for Guild Boss. It's purely just a fence down, there's severe wound in there, and that's pretty much it. So why would I bring him in Guild Boss? But there are some units I kind of need to incorporate a little bit more in regards to Guild Boss, but that is like a mental note that I'm taking right here. But let's get this party started. So we're going to go ahead and get attack up nice and prepped. Gru's over there taking damage already. We'll have Oakman come out too. Beastmock didn't do too much. Let's see if we can dispel this though. Alright, we have two options. I can shield the squad, or I can try and apply severe wound on Liz. I'm going to shield the squad first. So decent amount for the shield. You know, your party could take some blows with this, but it's not going to be super reliable if, say for instance, Marge had attack up boosted up on her too. That would be very problematic, even though she's at exclusive level 1. We saw that her damage wasn't too terrible, but with that attack up there, it would probably just eat through that, what is it, 20%, 22% shield once it's fully booked up. Alright, so what I'm going to do here first is probably going to take out Marge, because that can be very annoying. And I'm more curious to see how big of an effect the severe wound is going to have. So we have Liz over here and also Gru. Gru is about to pass away, but it looks like these guys already have severe wound on them already. And I do believe, okay, it is on Liz. It is on Liz. Because I'm trying to focus over here on Maguire and not the rest of the OP squad. So he got his turn skipped. Because I'm curious to see how much healing they will have. So that did like literally nothing in terms of them healing. Alright, let's see right here. Theirs is about to run out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's get Gru out of here. I wish I could like not take a turn just to see what would happen here. They don't really have, I mean, Liz has heal up on her, but that's not really much else. We can do the shield again, but let me see if defense down will go through. Didn't even pierce the freaking shield. Oakman's making it happen. Alright, so Liz is by herself right here. Let's try to not kill her. Oh, looks like we got defense down on her. Alright, no severe wound though to kind of prevent her from healing. Let's try this again. Okay, so severe wound is up there. Let's see how much she can kind of heal herself for, even though I know Oakman isn't really assisting with those lovely heal stacks. I'm literally drawing this out here to figure out, you know, that was only 13k. I mean, what was that, 26k HP? That's literally nothing. So this is a great proven way to kind of mitigate healers from actually healing if they're stalling your squad out here. Go ahead and make the shield up once again. And that's it, folks. That is it. That's literally Maguire. Now, I will say, Maguire on the surface seems extremely underwhelming. And if you got that feeling from watching this video, well, I do feel like, you know, that thought process may be correct here as I'm talking about him and trying to pull him up at the same time here. The issue with Maguire is, it's not that defense down is bad. I mean, defense down worked, especially in that PvP situation, but I don't think it alone is enough to make him someone that I would honestly recommend to a lot of players right here. It is 100% nice and useful that he has severe wound on him, and he also has a shield up, so I don't have to worry about him dying. But, you know, outside of the situation where you don't need severe wound, Maguire is just, I wouldn't say hot garbage, but he just exists. There's nothing that he's really providing to the team that literally any other unit, you know, couldn't provide. So if you are in a situation where you need severe wound, especially on a tank type character to be applied, something that's reliable, even though DPS have it nowadays too, that would make sense. But honestly, out of the three, I would say Maguire is probably the least effective out of all of them, because Wim can do his shield and consolidation all in one turn, which is great for damage mitigation. Vidar, as we've seen, also has a mix in with a shield, but he also mixes in stun, and he can apply the effect resistance debuff to the enemies, which once again allows your other units like your bleeders, HP burners, poisoners, etc. to apply their debuffs. Maguire has severe wound, which is kind of built into his kit, but that's literally it. Horus has it. I mean, everyone and their mom has basically severe wound on their kit. Not everyone and their mom, but if you have a unit with that already and you pair them up with Wim, it's like, I don't really know about that. I don't really know. So in Maguire's case, I do feel like he's probably the weakest out of the three. You guys may find some usage for him as well, because he is part of the red mark, so he could have some play in regards to the Tower of Mark. But outside of that, or in certain situations like the Abyss Legion, you know, Maguire is just very, very niche. While I will say that, you know, Wim's great, but honestly, I think Vidar is my favorite out of the three in regards to shields so far. But that is the Maguire review. If you guys wanted to know how he was, or if he's worth building, hopefully the video helped. Don't worry, there's more videos on the way. Thank you guys so much for watching though, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Infinite Magicraid. Play to slay.